happening, guys? So we are back, and this is another stream. I'm going to call it no emergency stream, but you know how it is. Big up to put on the shades. What happened? Is this about Madueke? Yes, it is. It is. Big up to Kurt. Love the AI stuff. AI's new wave now. I mean, I've not been good at creating thumbnails, so AI can do it for me. If they can do something for me, they can do that for me. But big ups to you in here. But we need to talk because this is getting out of hand. Yeah. Now, some people might look at it and say, well, it's only just two bit of words out there. Nothing's necessarily saying that we're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. As I keep saying to people, track records. Yeah. When you see the same pattern, chances are it's going to repeat itself again. Yeah. I'm getting two bit of whiff about Arsenal monitoring Madueke from Chelsea. This club disgusts me, you know. This is where the fans need to have this club in a chokehold now. Yeah. This is the time. Knowing that could be a possibility, this is the time. Imagine going through all this. Gyökeres, Sesko, all this. And then we end up signing Madueke. After all that. We can get on our... You know what? I forgot to bring my shot glasses up. I'll be back in a second. I didn't even play the alternate intro, so I'll play that while I'm going getting my my shot glasses and the hot mango shot.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
I heard this from a friend of a friend's friend. This is a good friend of mine. He called me last night and said this happened. He bumped into Andrea Berta in central London yesterday. And he walked up to him and was like, "Are you Andrea Berta, new Arsenal sporting director?" He was like, "Yeah, I am." Andrea Berta shows him his lock screen. He's got an Arsenal badge on his lock screen. He's like, "Yeah, this is a picture of my friend Sean Andrea Berta in central London last night, right?"
Big up.
So I called him. I was like, "Mate, you met Andrea Berta?" He was like, you never guess what he said." I was like, "What did he say?" He was like, so I said to him, like,
Stop the cap.
You know, what's going on? Who we signing? Andrea Berta said to him, "Who do you want?" And he said, "Look, a lot of the talk this week has been around Sesko. Like, what's going on with that?" And he kind of shook his head and he was a bit like, And he says, and Sean said to Andrea Berta, "Personally, I want Gyökeres." Andrea Berta goes like this for a fist bump and he goes, "You got him." Fist bumps him and then walks off.
Who the fuck is this asshole? Stop the cap.
So look, I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's just being a nice guy, if he's, you know, just being like, yeah, like whatever, you're just a fan. But look, that's a bit of a match.
Shut the fuck. Shut. Did I say no? Oh shit. Say it again. Say something else. Oh. Say something else. Say something else, nigga.
And until we get Mikel Arteta out of this club, we're continuously going to be a swinging pendulum.
God damn.
And until we get the owners out of this club, we're never going to get the investment needed to win a Champions League or a league title.
Hey, man. So, you know, now we've got the commercial break out of the way. We can't always pin it. I mean, we know this anyway. We can say it's Arteta is the one that's bringing these players in, blah, 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 and everything like that. But let's not act like we were going for Chelsea's rejects even before him. You know what I mean? So this shows that it's going deeper than him. Yeah? It's going deeper than him. Because then you'd have to question how much of Chelsea rejects does Arteta really want at this point? You know what I mean? How much does he still want these rejects? This is where the boycott needs to kick in, yeah? Big up to Godfrey in the building. Big up YG every time on the chat. So Southern Guna, is Berta still the sheriff? Well, I mean that for me, I'm not gassing up Berta or nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not gassing up Berta. I mean, I understand people assuming Berta is gonna be a positive and everything like that and whatever. But I need to see something. I mean, I need to see that if Berta is really gonna be that guy. And so far, I don't know. For me, he's on fraud watch. For me. But this whole thing about Madueke, I'm sorry. Fans, you better get your act together now. You better get your act together now. I've been saying this. Yeah. I've been saying if we go for another Chelsea reject, the fans need to boycott at this point. The fans need to make a stance. Who else is trying to eat all the shit out of their wives after they've been plowed through? Who else is doing that? Because you know this thumbnail, if I could get away with it, right? The thumbnail would be a guy eating out you know what from his wife's you know what after somebody else emptied their you know what inside of it. That would have been my thumbnail. But obviously I can't do that. But that would be the thumbnail for this. Because that's and of course with an Arsenal badge on the person doing it. That's just what we are, just cooks. This Madueke, it'll probably happen. Because if we don't get Gyökeres, we don't get Sesko, it'll probably happen. The fans need to boycott. Because if you don't, this is going to keep going on. And we're going to keep crying about the same thing. And then the next transfer window, we'll buy another Chelsea reject. This is not Arsenal. It's not. I don't know what it is. But there's some fetish with looking in the direction of Chelsea players or ex-Chelsea players. And it's beyond a joke. There's another clip of a guy stressing about transfer window. He then goes back saying, why is everyone worried? And that was moving slow in the window has been happening since Teta was a player. Well, what he's right about is us moving slow. That's always been us. The whole moving slow before Teta came. That has been us. But y'all gassed up Teta saying he was this and he was that. Yeah. He's already said he has the final say in the transfers and everything like that. Yeah. So we can't afford to be doing this moving slow now, second 3 times on the spin. Sorry. I can only give him so far. Might as well deliver the Nkuku dagger while it's early Arsenal. It's either going to be him or Madueke, isn't it? After all this. Imagine all this for Sesko or Gyökeres, and we get a Chelsea player. Just imagine. Sterling on loan last season. Havertz the season before. Jorginho the season before that. You win a title race and you sign Jorginho in the middle of it. He started off signing Willian. Said he was going to win the Champions League in 3-5 years. We're looking at the ex-Chelsea keeper. This is where we are. He runs deep, taking these Chelsea cast-offs. Whoever the manager recruitment team is wild. This is why I'm saying the fans need to act now. The fans need to act now. I mean, because there's only so far we could say Teta's to blame and to get him out. There's only so far we can go with this. You know what I mean? Because us getting Chelsea rejects, it's not a new thing. We've been doing that before him being a manager. You know what I mean? We did that before him being a manager. So that just goes to show that the issue with when it comes to transfers, it runs deep. And if Berta can't even shape that up, what's he here for? What's he here for if the same pattern's gonna still persist? You know what I mean? What's he here for? Because somebody is saying, oh yeah, we'll go for that Chelsea player. Somebody's doing that, aren't they? And we can't say it's 100% Teta. We can't say it's 100% him just going out of his way to point that one out, kind of thing. At this point, he still has a say. But you know, if these last few windows has been us getting ex-Chelsea players, that's ridiculous. Yeah, the only surprise, the surprise for me is if we get Gyökeres. To be fair, I don't even think we'll get Sesko. So maybe if we sign him, that'll be a surprise. This is why I'm all in the Super Sledders. Fold the men's team. Yeah. Might as well get behind Sledgend. You get me? Might as well get behind her, fam. And yeah, then you know, when I say get behind her, fam, you know, you man might have got some ideas in your head. You know, but less said about that, the better. You get me? You know, we all know how we feel about our sleggers. You get me? You know what I mean? But yeah, imagine having a sporting director with a weak say. Can't take him seriously if the same shit's gonna happen. I can't take him seriously. We had the money for Caicedo that January window, but we penny pinched as usual. And where did he go? And what's he won now? See? Every time happens without fail. But YG, the rate of Chelsea being dipping has never been this persistent. True, because like I said, the last transfer window, well, the last one we spent money in, we got Sterling on loan. Before that, we got Kai Havertz. Before that, we got Jorginho. You know what I mean? There's a consistent pattern now. So it's even a case of Arsenal keep wanting ex-Chelsea players. Basically, it could be the case of there would have been more Chelsea players we would have tried to get, but Wenger at the time, Emery at the time was like, I don't want that one, kind of thing. Leave it up to Arsenal. We'll sign Chelsea players every season, is what I'm trying to say. Looking at this, if we were to go for Madueke, and if that's legitimate. But big up to you. But this has got me not in a good mood. Facts, Berto was a PR move to placate unrest. He's here for a big wage. He's on fraud watch. Sorry, he's on it. YG bro, clip up everyone who's got over 30k with 1k over in chats daily, not helping. Make the chat and anyone under 5k just starting off like me, and meaning use your channel for the best of Arsenal numbers. Talks need to stand now, but we won't. Hi, say more daily. Why haven't you got 500 down the ground yet with 2k watching? Oh, Harry who? Harry who?
Who?
Big up to you, Rod. I don't know if you've seen, but you know, there's two bit of Arsenal might be sniffing round Chelsea for Madueke. Yeah, I know. We might be sniffing round. It could be. This could be a case of us sniffing round. Meanwhile, Liverpool are looking to try and get Isak from Chelsea. From Chelsea. Jesus Christ. Another error there.
God damn.
Isak from Newcastle. I don't know why I said Chelsea. I think it's because I was literally just talking about him. But let me just go on X and just this Well Beast account is just something else, man. Like literally, like I don't know about you, but I like Noni Madueke. But then if we don't sign him and then he just persists to be shit or something for Chelsea, this account will post some shit. Monitoring Rodrigo all season to sign Madueke on deadline day is the most Arsenal thing, and it is. It is.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know what I mean? The fans need to act. The fans need to act. Get rid of the Spanish prick. Get rid of him, and we need the fans need to act to get onto these owners, because I'm sorry, even though it's persisting even more with us getting Chelsea rejects, at the same time, it's not foreign of us to go for a Chelsea reject. It's not foreign. We could have Pepper's manager would still go for a Chelsea reject. This club would still go for a Chelsea reject at least. Something needs to be done. And the fans need to act. But they won't act. They won't do what's necessary. They'll keep going to games. They'll keep buying merch at least. Well, they'll buy the merch from Arsenal. Let's just put it that way. I'll just say that, because you don't have to buy the new Arsenal whatever kit. You don't have to buy the new football kit and it comes out of the pockets of the club. It puts money into the pockets of the club. You don't have to. Y'all know of these websites. You know what I mean? Let's just put it this way. If you was to see me in this season's Arsenal top, right? I didn't buy it from them. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? They don't deserve my money. You know what I mean? Classic Arsenal buying Chelsea scrubs. We don't want ex-Chelsea. The thing is, you think the club is not aware that fans feel like this? You know what I mean? The club knows. They keep doing it. The fans will keep turning up. They'll keep doing it. Fans need to act. But no, they'll stroll to the game as per, sit down and watch the men's team. Yeah? Give me 2 seconds. As I said, they'll keep strolling to the game on game day to watch the men's team. They could put all that energy into the women's team who actually give a shit. Who have a manager that can do something. Same owners? Well, yeah, but then you have to look at why is the women's different then? I mean, Isak apparently had talks with Van Dijk. Big up. Big up, it's me, Everest. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but everybody's welcome. As I've said, I can fix him FC. I can fix him, guys. That's what we are. Yeah, while everybody else, you got Liverpool chasing Isak, and what are we doing? Liverpool are looking at Newcastle like, maybe if I threw 150 million at them, let's test the waters. That's what Liverpool doing. You know, the club's just won league. Them ones. Tell you. We're ones, we stand one day. Telling you that I'm keeping up with the women's team going forward. Telling you, it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be a tilt. I'll touch on the men's team every now and again, but the women's team is what I'll focus on. You know what I mean? Ridiculous, this. It's ridiculous. What the hell? What's going on? Why can't I? It's not letting me click anything. Harry Samuel. Chronicles of Laguna, aka Zippy from Rainbow. I don't know what that is, to be fair. Didn't want Sterling, Louise, Jorginho, William, Bravo, Board, and Teta. Out of all those, David Luiz is the only one that won a trophy with. You know what I mean? Oh, Teta's gone by Christmas. He will last. Looking at those fixtures, you know what I mean? He ain't gonna have. Looking at those fixtures, he ain't gonna have us in the title race for Christmas. He ain't. You know what I mean? Our weak fan base was celebrating Cuckoo signing for real. We cast Cooks. Yep. And then they'll dig up all his highlights, talking about, oh yeah, he could be really good for us, mate. He kind of reminds me of Thierry Henry. Watch. I mean, these. How can I describe them? You know what I mean, just the wives are just being plowed through, and then they're trying to eat what they can from a fucking. Anyways, not here to hate, just letting people understand. People talking about Arsenal for years and need them numbers from your chats down to the ground, face on. So basically, saying people are talking about Arsenal to get the numbers up. I ain't bought any merch for 25 years. It's a long time. In Nkunku 2, triple bin swoop. Well, it's in Nkunku, and then there's Madueke. Those are the two that we will possibly. Oh, actually, well, at the start, before the window opened, I heard that we were looking at Mason Mount. I said Mouse, you know, Mason Mount, but nothing's come of that. So, you know, that's an ex-Chelsea player. Todd Bowley and the Kroenkes must be having meetings, exchanging leftovers. It must be. American owners and that. Must be. And that's a sacking worth more than a trophy. Yeah. And I'll be here for it. Telling you. I'll be here for it. I will be here for that. It is Red Bull. Most of our fans don't know hot stuff on in North London forever. We're from the south. I hate that North London Forever song. I don't like it. Don't like the song. Just don't like it. The club are very happy with us getting top 5 every year and having a bit of a run in the Champions League. They are not serious about winning anything since Kroenke has been owner. We've won 4 FA Cups and 5 Shields. Ridiculous. But Declan Rice scored that free kick against Real Madrid. That's gonna be posted for a while. Best day of my life, mate. Said some Arsenal fan on Twitter. You know what I mean? Honestly, like, no way should Teta ever come play for us, let alone manage. And who signed him? Arsene Wenger. Yep. Put all your energy into the ladies. If you want to do anything, yeah. If you want to buy the merch, yeah, go buy the new Arsenal kit with 2 stars above it and go watch the ladies. Do that. Do that. Because at least you can turn up to the Emirates Stadium with an Arsenal shirt that has a badge on that has the 2 stars on, sorry. The crest with 2 stars. You can legitimately at least walk in there when you're watching the ladies' ones. You know what I mean? We're moving like frauds. We are. Big up to Static. The fans, the match-going fans they need to take action now. They need to be like, fam, we can't do with this now. If you ain't gonna do anything, we ain't here for the men's then. We're here for the women's. Because you lot have took our Arsenal away from us. That's what they need to be doing. Just subscribe, big up the channel. Big up to you, Tiv Tribe, or if it's TIV Tribe, big up to you. In fact, could you imagine a scenario where we land both Rashford and Watkins, YG, both will cost 80, 90 million, and we still won't win anything with them? You know what I mean? A Watkins signing is a case of it's the middle of the season. I need something up front. But for the summer, nah, fam, nah. Like, fam, no. Like, there's women that you will sleep with because you just want to get your rocks off. But in terms of going any further, it's like, no, I wouldn't choose her though. That's Watkins. You know what I mean? He's not a summer signing like that, fam. At this point, he's a bit of a panic buy kind of thing. Like, I need a striker because all ours is injured. You know what I mean? Wanted him in January just to have him there. Yeah. But for to sign him for a summer, when we're told, well, it's easy to get players in the summer because I don't want to leave mid-season. Okay, cool. So I want the best ones that you can get then. Big up to Football Fan View. Big up, bro. We don't know what's going on, bro. That Noni link is just rubbish, to be honest. I mean, with our track record, there's probably some truth in it. That's the problem. There's probably some truth in it that, you know, he might be what we're looking at. We can't be having that. What's the bet, Jack? Wilshere comes after Tete and the cycle continues. It's beyond the manager. Kroenke out. You never know. You never know. I mean, who knows? But it's one of them where, as much as I want this manager gone, at the same time, I'm still going to be shitting myself when we're getting a new manager because they could just get another one who's worse. Because we had a manager that has done something, at least in Europe, and we were so quick to get rid of him so we could bring this guy in. You know what I mean? It's a bit like Man City wanted to get rid of Pellegrini, knowing Pep was coming. It's like, no, I need to get rid of you now because, fam, Pep's coming, kind of thing. That's how we were with Emery. You know what I mean? We were so quick to get rid of him, and we've brought this fraud in. And the season that he leaves or gets sacked, who are we getting next? Is it going to be somebody that's proven, or is it going to be somebody that's going to be a yes man, another yes man? You know what I mean? It's just madness. Wilshere was well overrated. I don't think it was that bad. In all fairness, I don't think it was that bad. I liked Wilshere. I don't think it was that bad. Yes, let him out. They'll never be serious anymore. Big up YG, Nonimweke. Might as well go for Garnacho, all the others. Well, on my Instagram, I shared from AFTV about the, you know, the 2-2 bit of linkage. Because I think we were looking at, what's his name as well? Garnacho. You know what I mean? We can't be having that. Can't be having that. We are not moving like a club that wants to win the league. We're not. And we haven't been doing that for a while. We're just not doing it. Let's just clean things up at this point. I mean, it better be all bullshit. I'm in Leeds, mate. Good to see a fellow Northerner with a channel. Big up to you, Josh. Big up to you. First last time viewing this trash. Okay. If that's aimed at me and this channel, then I don't know. Because I know sometimes I can read things wrong. And I'm falling out of love with football every time I think about this club and the cult of Mikel. Mazel. All gone now. Empty bottle. I'm going to have to go get some more of this stuff because this stuff is just too nice. Hot mango immunity shots. Ginger orange. See, the thing is, you're only meant to have one shot a day. I mean, but anyways. Oh, so nice. I've heard Matt Law is reliable Chelsea sauce, so there's some truth to it. Jesus. Can't keep doing this. This manager and board can't be serious. After the Sterling mess, they want to sign another Chelsea winger. I can't trust. Let's just say we sign him. I can't trust that the player is going to do anything. Can't. Look at Sterling. You know what I mean? Look at Sterling. Who would you say was worse, Sterling or Willian? Because Willian was he was fucking awful. But so was Sterling. Can't get any worse. It can if we sign Madueke and he does no better than Sterling and we finish even lower in the table. That would actually be and win nothing. That would actually be worse for us. You know what I mean? Our owners are soft yes men. We will never get an elite manager with these owners. That's why I'm saying the fans need to act. What the thumbnail is showing, that's what the fans need to do. And they not go to the games with Kroenke out and this. No. You go through the turnstiles and you walk straight back out. And then when it comes to women's games, that's packed as fuck. That's an example right there. You know what I mean? Seems though these men can't stay away from Arsenal. Cool. Be there for the women's then. They gave us something. You know what I mean? The only game I watched of the women's last season was our Champions League final. And even from what I saw from that, even watching them in the game, I was already enjoying what I was seeing. And they were facing a Barca team that was a juggernaut. That Barca team, I showed you guys the record. They were smoking teams 9-0, 7-0. That drawn a game in like, I think it's been over a season since they drew a game. The last lost in February. You know what I mean? And Arsenal, who finished second in the league, in the women's league, right, went to Lisbon and beat them 1-0. That for me, that's enough for me. That sold me. I'm sold. They've earned my eyes for the next season going forward. Just based off that game. The fact they did that. You know what I mean? Odds was against them. Barca were chasing a 3-peat of the Champions League. You know what I mean? And we stopped that by winning our second, and still being the only English club in women's football to win the Champions League. You know what I mean? All that happened while this prick of a manager, failed with this club again. And you've got his fan base just coming with excuses. You can't run next season. I don't want to hear, oh, so-and-so got injured. I don't want to hear that. Y'all can't run next season. I'm telling you. Y'all can't run. And the way Kieran Cuckoo are definitely getting signed this window, it's history of Arsenal. Yeah, but one of them's coming. Ain't gonna be Gyökeres. We're gonna turn around and say, "Oh, we didn't want to pay wages, mate." Watch. Sesko cost a bit too much. You know what I mean? A Chelsea player ain't gonna cost that much now. Not for us. We'll pay it. 65 for Havertz. We paid, by the way, guys. Telling you. Y'all need to boycott. I mean, stop entertaining that. Stop entertaining it. Watch from afar. You don't have to be in the stadium. You know what I mean? Set an example. Otherwise, it's going to keep going on. You know what I mean? It's going to keep going on. Put your energy in the women's team. You know what I mean? What more do the women's have to do to get your full divided attention? Because let's face it, if the women's team won fuck all last season and we won the Champions League, how many of us would have cared about the women's team? Let's be honest. If the men's had won the Champions League last season and the women's didn't do anything, let's face it. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? It's not letting me scroll this. All right. What do you think about Berta setting up Teta for failure? If that's what he's here for, which I've been hearing, people speculating that might be the case, I'm here for it. Yeah. And I'll give Berta his flowers if he can pull that off. But I'm sorry. At the same time, you're here, Berta, to shape up this shit when it comes to the signings and getting these deals done. I don't want to see that we're getting another Chelsea reject under your watch. You know what I mean? Because that puts him on fraud watch. We should have signed Delap. In all fairness, we could do better than him. He would have been one of those winter signings kind of thing. I'm sorry. When you look at what Gyökeres has done for Sporting, that's what you want. That's what you want to get because you want them to do that for your club. Gyökeres for me was the priority, but it's not like he got snatched up and it's like, oh shit, it's too late now. You know what I mean? While he's still available, I'm looking at him like, fam. You know what I mean? Sterling was awful. Sterling the shittiest ever. Because Willian was fucking awful as well. He was fucking awful, man. You know what I mean? It was just. I mean, he gave us a hat trick of assists against Fulham in the first game. In 2020-2021 season. Then you could tell he just didn't want to be here. You know what I mean? He didn't want to be here. It's not his preferred destination. Terminated his contract after a year. Sterling was worse. At least Willian got a hat trick of assists in his first game against Fulham. For me, this season, Teta must win a major. Stakes have risen for a lot of fans. We're seeing Cherkin, Renders, and Viets, Kirkers, while we still probably sign 3 players and a shit loan. We finally finished above Man City, and look how they're responding. This club's something else. Y'all better get it together. Y'all better get it together. Y'all match going fans, I'm telling you better get it together. I don't count Kepa as a signing. To be in that Sky Sports, this club doesn't deserve anything. Yeah, it doesn't. Berta the Sheriff. Berta. Andrea the Sheriff Berta. We'll have to see how that pans out. Delap is better than you think. Maybe I haven't watched him close enough, but if I'm seeing a striker win a club a double, you know what I mean? It's like fam. You know what I mean? We used to have players at this club that was doing that for us. Now look. What happens to scouting? When will we sign players from North America? Madrid signed one this summer. We're just going to be sticking to what we're usually looking at. You know what I mean? Them days are done now. Raheem shitting happy Sterling. Sterling runs around like, yeah, I know he does have that kind of run, but y'all better do something. Y'all better do something. This can't keep going on. You just can't.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn! What? Fuck!
YG, for what you said before about the women's team, you were absolutely right. They played so well defensively and offensively. It was very entertaining in the women's Champions League final. It was. If that doesn't win you over, I don't know what will. You know what I mean? Because I before that final, I looked into that Barca team. I looked at their record and I thought, Jesus Christ, that is what they're up against. You know what I mean? But we've seen this play out before when a team's really good and it comes to that one cup final and they'll lose to the underdogs. So we've seen that play out. But fam, that's what that Arsenal team beat. We all saw it. We all saw it. And y'all saw it as well.
I've seen him do it.
You know what I mean? Second Champions League, you know. I hate how the last big player we signed was Aubameyang. Rice maybe. Well, when it comes to forwards, Aubameyang. But yeah, it has to be Rice. 105 million. You know, well, you're not seeing us spend that on a striker. Who's the striker we're trying to pay over 100 million for? You know what I mean? No, notice that we wouldn't do that for a striker. This club's a joke. So when do the fans boycott them? When do the fans turn around and say, no, enough is enough? When will enough be enough? Because if we sign another Chelsea player and then we end up winning nothing again, and then we go into the next summer window and do the same thing again, signing another Chelsea player, when do we get to the stage where the fans will say, no, I'm not entertaining this? If that's what you're going to do, I'm not entertaining it. If you're going to sign another Chelsea player at Arsenal, you're going to have empty seats in your stadium. We're not having this. This is not us. We don't eat our wife's you know what to get another man's you know what out of it. We don't do that. You know what I mean? Been boycotting for years. Yeah, there's no excitement for me. I'm honestly, and I'm not even just saying this. I'm looking forward to watching the women's team next season. I'm looking forward to keeping up with their games. You know what I mean? They're quite nice to look at, and they're wearing Arsenal shirts, playing football. Can't really argue with it, can you? If they want to sign a Chelsea player, get Palmer, not Madueke, all the shit players they have. But you see, that's the thing. A Chelsea player that's actually good, we don't go there. That's the thing. This is done on purpose. I mean, this is done on purpose. It's by design. You don't go for the best Chelsea player. You go for the ones that's fading away. That Chelsea fans probably won't miss. You know what I mean? Mikel could have got Palmer from Say. Could have done, but didn't want to. They didn't want to upset poor Saka, did he? You know what I mean? Or Odegaard. He didn't want to shake that up. But no, he bought Zinchenko. Absolute liability. Liability in the title race, crucial points. You know what I mean? Let's not forget, he almost cost Man City the league title in 2022. Because I think it was his mistake that led. I'm sure his mistake led to a Villa goal. I'm sure it happened because of something he didn't do or whatever. It was on his side or some shit like that. Let's not forget the Champions League final against Chelsea when Havertz scored the winner. That was, Zinchenko was ball watching. That was on Zinchenko's side. So he essentially cost Man City the Champions League in 2021. But Super Tets signed him to be our left back. You know what I mean? I think I'll be dead before we win the league again. Honestly, I don't think in my lifetime. Let's just say I live another 50 years. Honestly, I don't think I'll see. I don't think I'll see us win the league. No, not all the Champions League. I think I'll see some FA Cups and some Shields. I don't think I'll see anything else. That ship sailed. Imagine in 1965 there'd have been a Spurs fan that was like me, right? Well, my mindset, yeah. There'd have been a Spurs fan in 1965, right? Who's 35 years old at that time, yeah, saying, I don't know what Spurs are going to be doing from here. There'd have been Spurs fans in the 70s saying, when they've gone over 10 years without a league title, saying, I don't think I'll see it again. There'd have been Spurs fans in the 1980s saying, I don't think I'll see it again in my lifetime. And I'm now saying in 2025, I don't think I'll see Arsenal win the league or the Champions League in my lifetime. I just don't. I mean, Burnley won the league in 1961, I think it was. Was it? No, 61. I think it was it the 50s? Early 50s. I think Burnley won, or 1960. Something like that. Burnley won a league title. Never seen it again since. You know what I mean? So it's not abnormal, is it? When do you think Leicester are going to next win the league? You know what I mean? I don't think I'm going to see the men's lift another big trophy, maybe a couple of FA Cups. We will see the women's do more than this. That's what we'll see. Leave it to Mr. Waffle. Arteta is the worst manager in Arsenal history. He is what I describe as a virus. Yeah. The club is diagnosed with Teta 19. Yeah, because I'm still under this belief. I'm still under the belief that even with bad owners, you can do something. This virus that we have has shown is prohibiting us from being able to do anything. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here because I don't want to ramble all night. I might come back on later to do some streaming on the FC25. So it might be a double whammy of a stream. But yeah, like the stream, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials. The link is in the description below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next stream. Let's just hope that this Madueke is not going to happen. You know what I mean? I believe with 3 good signings, we will cook. I hope. Big up YG, good stuff as always. Big up to you. He's had plenty of money to spend, so we can't deny that, but they don't put enough pressure on him. No, because the owners are fine with it. Like if Arteta decides I'm going to sign 2 more defenders in the midfielder and be done with that in this window, the owners won't say anything. You know what I mean? The owners will be like, well, I gave him money, and this is what he decided to do with it. You know what I mean? As I said before, the owners didn't tell him, you're not getting a striker. They didn't tell him that. You know what I mean? He wants to try and avoid signing that big name striker. He was too shit scared to play the youngster that we had. Yeah. He only put him on against Ipswich because we were winning 4-0. But he was too shit scared to give him enough game time to where he might do something. Scared. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Big up to all you that came in.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.